Visitors won't get any money back after the closure of Birmingham's Alexandra Theatre. The news was given by John Kelly when he was appointed liquidator at the first meeting of creditors in Birmingham today. And now the weather with Rob McElwee. Good night.
Good evening. The rain that's been coming into us from the west has taken a definite form now. This brighter band of green is a brief bit of heavy rain. As it turns red here, it's an indication of snow falling out, some of which will actually reach the ground. Now the finger of rain at the moment has reached through Gloucestershire. It's heading towards Oxford. It's up through the Irish Sea, as you've just seen. It does mean that in Northern Ireland things are quietening down, but that red belt is just moving into the southwest of Scotland. I will continue moving in that direction. So overnight then, expect the rain to move, or even the sleet, as far east possibly as London. Now it's going to be frosty further east, so that's the reason we could get sleet down at low levels on the Salisbury Plain or low levels in the Midlands, and certainly it'll fall as snow on the high ground in the mountains of Scotland. Fairly windy weather up through the Irish Sea as well, already about 30 miles an hour. The temperatures then dipping 0 to -2 for much of the eastern side of England. They'll tend to rise though further west as that rain pushes in. In fact, it could be quite a muggy night down in Cornwall, just for example. So Friday's weather looks like this. The front hasn't made much progress. If anything, it'll actually be pushed back. And the isobars are quite tight. The wind will still be fairly stiff. But with that undercutting cold wind, that does mean some of the rain could even turn to snow. Briefly, probably won't lie though, there's a 10% chance of it falling as snow in London, 10% up in Manchester, rather higher up in York and Glasgow. Well, that's the main weather tomorrow. Probably staying bright, not particularly warm in the extreme east of England and East Anglia, temperatures 5 or 6. This is the fairly muggy belt of dying rain and sleet, 6s and 7s here. Rather milder weather over Northern Ireland, and I think you might have a fairly bright day, certainly a fairly bright afternoon. So a mildish west and a fairly cold east, and that's how it'll shape up during the weekend. Saturday sees the high really building. Watch how the dramatic change in temperatures is shown here, those blue areas pushing right down through England and France. So a cold weekend, a few flurries of sleet in the east on Saturday, maybe a few flurries of snow on Sunday. The mild air really getting squeezed out further west. Good night.